Hello, my name is Patrick McGinnis. Today I'm going to be talking about the missing historical photos that were removed from the displays at DeVoe Beach and the Indian River Trailhead near the Chamber Building. Before I talk about the missing photos, I would like to give some background on why I think the plaques or images were removed. For years, my wife Jane McGinnis and I would take photos and videos of events and places around Indian River. We would freely allow others to use these images at no cost other than giving us photo credit. The only restrictions to using our photos and videos was the images could not be used to show people or Indian River in a bad light. In simple words, if you were going to be nice and tell the truth, go ahead. Not too long ago, it came to our attention that then trustee Bob Kramer was using one of our photos in his newsletter without asking for permission or giving photo credit. In this newsletter, Bob was trashing some people of Indian River. A cease and desist letter was sent to Mr. Kramer, and he stopped using, under protest, our photo in his newsletter. More recently, as township supervisor, he created a new video using some of our video clips without our knowledge or permission, and he also claimed that these video clips as his own. He went on to publish this new video on his personal Facebook page and the township Facebook page. This was done in clear violation of Township Policy Section 7.6, which states in part, the township shall have the full permission or rights to any content posted by the township, including photographs and video. Bob did not have the rights or permission to use those clips. Also, Township Policy 8.24 prohibits the use of township property, such as the township website, by stating in part the following. An official or employee shall not use township facilities, property, or equipment, including but not limited to township mail, township website, bulletin boards, and office, cellular, or other phones, computers, emails, wired or wireless networks, or the internet for the above prohibited uses. It also prohibits knowingly creating, transmitting, retrieving, circulating, publishing, or storing any communication that is violating copyright. Bob's own copyright notice reads as follows. Copyright, Robert A. Kramer, 2023. All rights reserved. This document may not be shared, forwarded, copied, or used in any way without the express written consent of Robert A. Kramer. Violators will be prosecuted. Sometimes Mr. Kramer includes the statement, to the fullest extent of the law. Bob seems to only care about copyrights when it's his work, even if his work contains stolen material. I find it amusing that Bob doesn't want people to share information that he has included in his newsletter. Why is that, Bob? It is a newsletter with information concerning the township. Clearly, Mr. Kramer understands the value of other people's work and why permissions need to be given before using copyrighted work. But because of Bob's disregard of the law, and having asked him in the past to stop using our material without permission, we felt the only way forward was to have an attorney send him a do not do this letter. We have now come full circle. When Bob received this letter, it looked like he was unhappy, and in response, he had the images on the display removed, claiming he had no other options because Joe Hines, who created the images used on the displays, gave us photo credits for our images. Bob had all the images that contained any reference to Pat or Jane McGinnis removed from the outdoor displays. Bob claimed he was forced to take this action because the township was facing liabilities. Liabilities of copyright violations. Bob went farther by posting the letter from our attorney in a weak attempt to justify his response. But Bob Kramer saw no need to remove copies of these same images from the walls of the township building. In fact, Jane and I have never had any claim or standing on the copyright of those display images. The copyright belongs, by law, to the Township of Tuscarora, as the township commissioned and paid for the creation of the images. But Bob has shown time and time again that he doesn't care about the law. Bob has lied over and over to the people of Tuscarora Township, and he has spent thousands of your tax dollars in attorney fees with a township attorney, all to try to punish those who question his and other board members' actions. Bob claims he had to take these actions because he was concerned about possible township liabilities. Where was Mr. Kramer's concern of liability when his actions caused a letter of warning to be issued by the Sheboygan County prosecuting attorney for his many violations of OMA? Where was Mr. Kramer's concern of liability when he and Janet Vance were violating people's rights, lying in both oral and written statements to the police, and trashing the name of those who were trying to hold the board accountable? Where was Mr. Kramer's concern of liability when his actions caused many investigations to be opened by the Michigan State Police? They are looking into misdeeds and criminal actions that Mr. Kramer may have committed. As I sit here and speak, the township is facing legal liabilities for possible criminal and civil charges because of the action of Bob Kramer's and other board members. If the township loses any of these cases, it will be the people of Tuscarora Township who will be facing a debt of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Every time Bob Kramer says, "I did this," it seems to cost the township money. And Bob sure likes to spend the township money. Just remember who has to cover the tab. But like Bob says, no new taxes unless I do something wrong. We also all know that Bob likes to make others stand up at township meetings and tell the public that they are sorry when they've made a misstatement. We also know that Bob will not say he is sorry for his wrongdoings. But I think it is time for Bob to admit that he is wrong and put the images back on the displays for the people of and the visitors to Tuscarora Township to view and enjoy. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.